Hey everybody, it's your girl Orthodox B. She's in the building and she has a special treat for you. Hold on 1 second. I forgot my glasses. Okay, let me see how I can fix this now. Hello. All right, now you get the glasses. So, hey everybody, it's your girl Orthodox B. She's in the building. And guess what? She has a special treat for you tonight. Welcome to Bring It to the Table. Had a long sabbatical. It was a nice month off. We are back now like we never left. And you are going to hear a story tonight that's going to blow your mind. This YouTube channel and podcast is all about anything you have overcome, conquered, and survived, and it's how you are now living beyond your dreams. Ooh, we and tonight we got the great Randolph coming. Guess what? We talking about first rate, baby. First rate tech services got me a whole lots of money back, okay? And y'all know your girl, Orthodox B. She's in the building for real. He getting ready to give up those tips, honey. Those tips. How can you get the most money back for your refunds? He gonna tell y'all how he became who he is. Oh my God, it's about to get juicy. He ain't scared. I asked him, I said, do you mind if we can talk about this and talk about that? And guess what? He told me yes. So it's your girl, Orthodox B again. Felicia Burton is in the building. Let me tell you, the podcast is an offspring from my book. We are about to go on tour again. Yes, we are going on tour and we are hitting up some different countries this time. Doc B will be in Houston, Texas on August the 5th in 2023. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Yes, let me tell you, I'm super excited about this next level. I done came to the ATL and they done did me good, honey. I'm down here saying, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. What? It's not like I didn't have any manners, okay? Knock it off. I had some. It's just that they do that more regular and more often down here than we did up north. Anywho, let's get to my boy Randolph. We're gonna bring him on. He gonna introduce himself, tell you a little bit about him, and we're gonna get right into these questions that I got, okay? Oh, I ain't tell y'all he was cute too. So don't be trying to holler at him either. I see y'all. Thank you all for joining. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Please click like and share. Don't forget that's a very important part of the show. Interacting with the audience is very, very, very important. Wait, let me get on one more device because I like to have multiple devices on. Hold on. Bringing them on. We bringing them on. There go the king. Hey, king.
Hey, what it do, Doc? How you
How
doing,
you
Dr. B?
doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's just been a busy day
Okay.
on the grind. I'm getting a lot of flare off my glasses. I take them off. I can still see what's going on.
Okay. How was your
Yeah,
day? Good.
yeah, it was good. It was a productive day. Literally,
Okay.
yeah, a really good day. Had some family business to take care of, and some
Mhm,
business as always. So
mhm.
it's a good day. It's a
All
good day.
right.
Yeah.
Now, how do you maintain that young face? Because the ladies want to know. Because they on here. They
Oh no.
on here.
I don't have any secrets. I don't know. I just today is day one, no cigarettes. So I don't know. Maybe they might help out. I don't know, but I don't really have no tips and then I don't know. I really don't. It's just
Okay.
me.
Okay. Okay. That's small talk. That's small talk. Anyway, can you please tell the audience a little bit about yourself? Like, where were you born and raised? Are you married? Did you go to school? Where you went to school? Just give them a little bit of background. I usually have a bio that I read, but I
Right.
didn't think that was um necessary
Yeah, we like to
for.
freestyle. Man. We can freestyle. That's
Yeah, I was like, we getting ready to just bust it up.
let's do it. Let's
The
do
way
it. So
we
look,
live, the way we live, you and I, this place that we go to and the way we live,
you
we know
already
how
know.
to chat it up.
You already know. You already know. You already know. So a little
So
bit
go
about
ahead.
me.
Mhm,
A little bit about myself. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised.
mhm.
Um, I went to high school at Westlake High School. Graduated there in 1999. From there, somehow slid into Atlanta Metropolitan. Took me like
Oh,
3.5 years to finish 2 years, but that's a whole other story right there.
mhm.
And then from there, I transferred to Georgia State University. I
Okay.
did not complete there though at
Mhm.
all, but yeah, I do have my bachelor's of business administration, and then I have some certificates and things like that underneath my belt
Nice.
that I've acquired over the years. So yeah,
Okay, nice.
yeah.
That's good stuff right there. I'm just going public with our things because so I use StreamYard, and sometimes with StreamYard, if you don't catch it, it'll go private and only go to certain people on my um, Facebook.
Okay, cool, cool,
All
cool.
right, so I had to change it and go um, public so that it can go to people that are friends of my friends. Like
Okay,
anybody can just view it at this time. And
okay,
then
cool.
another one of my friends is hitting me up right now, like, you didn't send me the link. I'm like, okay, let me send you the link.
Man,
And that's just the way it goes, you know?
trust me, I do. Trust me, I do.
so, so you went to high school, then you went to college, and did
Right.
you have any children at
Yeah.
all?
I'm married for the second time. I have a soon to be 14-year-old daughter, and I've
Hmm.
got one on the way. We're like 5 months.
Wow, 14 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 14 years ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. So yeah. So it should be. The crazy thing is, I got the one that's on the way now. He's due in September, so I have two September babies. So that's gonna
Wow.
be cool. So yeah, I'm anticipating that. I'm anticipating that this should be a different ride, especially with a son. I think every man
Mhm.
wants a son. So I'm really grateful and excited about that for sure.
Oh, I see them hearts. I see them hearts. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate it. I
Yeah,
see YouTube is popping. We got about 4 or 5 participants on YouTube. Three or
cool.
four different countries is here. I see 2 countries that's on Twitter right now. I see, oh, hi, Shauna. Shauna's from the UK. Thank you for joining. You're supposed to be sleep, girl. You said you wasn't coming. You was going to be sleep, girl. And that's why I like live streaming. So many people want me to bring my show to a remote place. And I'm like, live streaming is way better, it reaches way further out.
Right,
Tomorrow
definitely.
morning, when we get up, we'll have like 1,000 and something views and likes and all this, that, and the third. And for
Yes,
that,
sir.
I'm truly grateful. It blow my mind. I don't know if you like me. Let me tell you, that fuels me to keep going, keep doing what I'm doing. Because what's important is that we get the message out to people. So, what message are we carrying tonight? You know,
Say that
what
one more time.
what message are we carrying tonight? We want to find out. So, bring it to the tables about anything you have overcome, conquered, or survived,
All
right?
right. Cool.
So, can
All
you
right.
tell the audience anything you have overcome, conquered, or survived, or a combination? Because if you was like me, I
Yeah.
did all three. I overcame a crack addiction, which the
Right.
world knows because I wrote it in my book. This
Right.
podcast is an offspring from my book.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
So, you know how you have to, one is too many thing. I have to keep going. This
Yes.
came from
Trust me.
that,
I get it.
and God only knows what's going to come from this.
Trust me. I get it. So
Okay.
for sure, we're definitely cut from the same cloth. Me myself as
Mhm.
well.
Nice.
Battled addiction since what the age of 13.
Mm-hmm.
It was, it started off real fun, so on and so forth, and then I graduated to other things, and to your point, smoke crack myself for almost 10 years, and it's only grace and mercy that I'm here today. Like straight up, I can't, take no credit from God. Of course, I made a decision to be tired of being sick and tired, and then I've done some work in the process as well, and continue to do work in this process as well. So, my wife was trying to tell me where to sit. I'm just like, I'm just trying to be me right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah, overcame that. That was probably one of the biggest challenges that I've ever faced in my life. Overcoming that, and looking back at it, I'm so grateful that I made it through those experiences, through those years, because I would like to. I mean, it only adds fuel to my fire as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Running two different companies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I have a music company as well that I have as well. So I
Mm.
mean, I have my hands in a lot of things. Um, you know, t- yeah, just yeah,
Oh, music. What's going on with the music part? I didn't do my homework.
yeah. Nah, so I'm a PK. I'm a church kid. So like
Oh.
I was raised Pentecostal. So my mom, if she watches, the hell with it. She was like Joe Jackson, right? So I'm from that type of family. I've been playing the drums. Well, my father used to be shining shoes, listening to like quartet songs or the blues, and I would actually grab pots and pans from underneath the sink, like 3, 4. Like I remember this like yesterday,
Mm.
and I just be beating, on pots and pans. And as I continue to do that and going to church like all the time, um, one of our musicians actually got hooked on crack. And so my mom took me to the basement in the
Mm.
kitchen and was like, yo, bleep, 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 get on them drums. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
ever since '86, I've been playing a set. I still play to this day. Not so much. I'm more or less on the engineering side as far as I'm involved with the church now.
Wow.
So I engineer, the program for the church on YouTube and things like that. As
Really?
Yeah, as well as I've got some stuff out there on all platforms. My music as well. I go by Map Man. You know, I'm more of a musician. I rapped on a few of them only because it's hard to find consistent artists. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to do something, but nobody wants to see it through. So yeah, I had to get on the mic myself a couple times and do my thing, just to see the vision through. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's my music thing. I mean, I was actually making some music before we jumped over here when you was like, "Hey, where you at?" I was like, "Oh, okay, my bad." I was
You
just
was
fiddling
making
around with some
music.
tunes. Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
so do
That's.
you make gospel music
I make
or
music.
all
I'm a musician.
kinds?
I'm a musician. Music is the universal language. You know what I'm saying? It's 13 notes. Yeah, no, 12 notes. Uh, no, it is 13 notes. My apologies. Yeah, 13 notes. And yeah, it don't matter what it is. Like yeah, I just enjoy creating music. Good
Mm-hmm.
music. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
So I like music too, and I happen to if you look on the lineup that's coming, let me just say this to you. Just getting ready to blow you away. Watch this. The lineup that is about to grace us in the up and coming month of May. You ready for
Mhm.
this?
Yeah.
We got Kelly Rowland, her dad.
Wow.
Her dad is
Okay.
coming on. He says she gonna call in. I heard she was in town with Tyler Perry working on a movie.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, yeah.
won't be surprised if she's at his house when they. So that's one big one,
That's
right?
dope. That's
Then
dope.
we got, watch this. We got Motown's Wally Ali from back in the day
Okay.
traveled with Gladys Knight. He was the last one to did music for Aretha Franklin before she died.
Whoa. That's
I'm
big.
talking about
That's big.
I done met all these people and I've been in Atlanta for 6 months. Watch this. We got the sister singer, songwriter,
Mhm.
Zamia Beloved. Music all over the world right now. I just met her,
Mhm.
Zamia Beloved, singing music like Jill Scott. She sound like Jill Scott.
Like that.
She coming on the show. Yep. Then she gonna do a Mother's Day special. Ooh, I can't
Yeah,
wait.
you might need to we might need to connect then so I can drop us some tracks, man, so we can work, man.
It's going. I'm telling you now. I'll hook you up. You know, everybody know I'll hook you up. Hi, Tisha. Hi, Tisha Perkins. Thank you for coming. Oh, she said, "Love you, cuz Randolph." Reggie's here. Hi, Reggie. Thank
Well,
you all for
yeah,
joining. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Jessica. I can't say everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate you. Look, and Randolph, we have a wonderful vocalist called Karima Bilal coming on. She's jazz. She does jazz. She
that's my
bad. She bad. She bad. So
okay.
that's my lineup for May. But you're kicking us off into that spring fling, okay? And I'm
That's
grateful
cool.
for you coming on as well, King. I really, really am. So I'm gonna get back to interviewing you. What is it that, and I'm sure my audience would want to know,
Mhm.
what is it that um so you've overcome substance abuse, addiction. Was there mental aspects to your stability during that time frame and moving into is it fair to say that you're in recovery?
Oh, it's more than fair to say that I'm in recovery for sure. I mean to be really transparent. I mean, I got a home group that meets today at 8 o'clock out in Marietta. But I
Mm-hmm.
gave you my word, to this commitment, and that's the beautiful thing about being recovered. Like I can keep my word nowadays and still let my brothers know at my home group, hey, I got something to do. So it wasn't like we had a group conscious, you know what I'm talking about, going on. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a regular
Mm-hmm.
meeting, but just still, checked in to let the bros know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
handling some business on this end. But I'm very active on my recovery. Like it, yeah, there's no like questions asked about that. Yeah.
Okay. So speak to the question of the mental health part. Do you feel that that played a part in when you were like going through your trial?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, anybody that anybody that's smoking dope consistently for 10 years, that is okay being homeless, that is okay being in soup kitchens, that is okay with all of the
Mm,
degradation, all of the low self-esteem, all of the chaos, the madness that comes with that lifestyle. Something is mentally wrong with that individual, and I'm definitely was something was wrong with me, mentally, to have that mentality that this is the only normal life. This is normal.
mm-hmm.
I had come to the point to where that had become normal, and anything outside of that was abnormal. So that
Yeah.
overcoming that though, it it, it took what it took. You know what I'm saying? Because today I see brothers or I see sisters out there, lost and turned out, like the song says. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I know that it only takes an act of providence. There's nothing that I can say to shake them or anything like that. Well, perhaps there is. I take that back because actually, Doc, I was out in Miami about 2 or 3 months ago, and I was headed to the beach to do my morning meditation and come on back to the room, get some breakfast with my
Mm-hmm.
wife. And on the way there, I see this sister, and game recognized game. You already know,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, the mascara
Mm-hmm.
was coming down and all this, that, and the third. And I swear to God, we had a meeting right there on Collins and after the
Mm.
intersection right there. Swear to God, I talked to this young lady for like 20 minutes. And we hardcore. I ain't finna give you no money. I'm finna give you some information that can change your life. If you're ready to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah.
The sister is
Mm-hmm.
still, the sister is sober today. You know what I'm saying? Like we still text. Yeah,
Wow.
man. Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, it was mind blowing because I just checked in, and you know how it goes. Like all I am is Johnny Appleseed. All we can do is plant the seeds,
That's it.
and whatever happens from there happens from there. But this sister
That's it.
Savannah, I'm not going to say her last name, but her name's Savannah. We text on a regular basis. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, I really do appreciate that shit," and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Wow, that's crazy," So, um,
Wow. That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I definitely take
That's
this thing.
amazing. It really is. All right, so that's good. Let me just see any questions from the audience. Hi, Devin. Hi, everybody. Hi for coming. Thank you for coming. We're talking to Randolph. Randolph is married. Get off of him. Get off. Get back. Get
But
back.
one thing, Doc B, so I know you put first rate taxes on here, but the thing is, my primary business is nationwide CPR. And right, and
I
be
was getting to that. I was gonna say this. This was my next question. My next
right.
question was gonna be if you went to school, you sang in church, you did all this music stuff and this computer literacy and doing all these things and got your recovery going on. And I was gonna say, how in the world do you have time to do taxes? Because
All
that's a
right.
process. And then you mentioned something else now, even more so. Speak to those things. Speak to that. You said something else was first, so go ahead.
All right, boom. So it all started 2016. I had just got finished doing step 5 for all those that are in recovery. So I was doing step 6. I was in my hour of meditation, right? Thinking about the things that I left off my list that I wasn't
I
gonna
don't
tell
know
you,
why we do that.
right? But in the process, the cool thing was I started to get affirmations. I didn't know that's what they were, right? I'm just
Mm.
laying on a blow up mattress in my living with my sister, and the spirit starts to speak to me. I'm employed by God who is giving me a vision. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Because Randolph don't sound like that.
Mm.
And it just kept flowing and it kept flowing. So first it started with these affirmations. Number one, I didn't even know what it was, but I was just writing it down. And the young
Mhm.
lady that I was dealing with at that time, my ex-wife, later
Mhm.
told me, oh, those are affirmations. I'm like, oh, okay. Then from there, I was introduced to this whole,
Can you
like,
name some? Can you name some of those
oh,
affirmations?
sure. Yeah. I'm employed by God who has given me a vision.
Mhm.
I'm a man of God. I'm a child of God. I'm
Mhm.
a successful author and entrepreneur. I generate revenues
Ooh.
sleepy. I am influence. I am intelligence. I am a king. I'm a
Okay, stop right there. That's good enough for me because
yeah,
anything with I am is
yeah.
lit. You on your way.
It was,
You
but
on your way.
I mean, the one that says I am a successful and author entrepreneur, just for all those listening, at that time in my life, I was probably 7 months clean and I was waiting tables at Bar Taco.
Wow.
Right, so I'm getting these downloads from God, right? And
Mhm.
then I get hip to this law of attraction stuff,
Mhm.
which any dope fiend lives by, or anybody lives by, period. You think it, that's what you're going to manifest.
Mhm.
So once
Mhm.
I got the kind of gist of that, I was like, oh, that was an everyday thing for me during active addiction. I ain't got no money, I'm getting out of that.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
to just flip that energy from a negative to a positive, in chorus with the vision board, what happened was,
Woo.
um it was almost like magic. Like, before I knew it, my ex-wife had signed me up for doing. She noticed that I'm a hustler by nature. People call it a businessman or a businessman or whatever
Mhm.
you want to call it. I like the word
Mhm.
hustler. I don't think there's anything wrong with that word at all. I think it's a great
Well,
word.
that's all in my that's what my book is all about. How I hustled my way to success.
Period. I mean, and it's more or less about who
Mhm.
and really what you're doing on the inside and what you're attracting. So the long
Ooh,
short,
you better go ahead, young man. Y'all
right?
heard that? Did you hear it right there from brother himself? Okay, brother Randolph said it. He said it's the inside. He said
Yeah,
you better
yeah,
go inside. All right.
yeah.
These people in the audience, they up here typing up a storm. They saying, "Ooh, I like that. This is powerful. This, that, and the third."
Right. So what happened was, number one, I decided that, okay, if I get clean, I want to come up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to come up.
Mm-hmm.
So I began to attract that. My ex-wife introduced me to entrepreneurship. I knew
Mm.
nothing about any of this, but it was almost like showing me how to roll a blunt. After about 3 or 4 times after that, I don't need no help no more. I'm good with it on any
Yeah.
level, on
Yeah.
anything. Show me about 5, maybe 10 times, and I'm good. And
Wow.
so she introduced me to the entrepreneur lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, like I said, doing CPR was my first hustle. And in that process, when you're an entrepreneur or any businessman, to tell you, your business has peaks and valleys, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Mm-hmm.
my business is peaking right now until around November, December.
Okay.
Then it begins to slow down. So in the process,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I need to supplement my income.
Mm-hmm.
Tax season, right? I've been doing my own taxes for what?
This the part. This the part, y'all. Y'all better catch on to this. This the part. He
Right.
said entrepreneurship.
Right. So I had been doing my own taxes for like 7 years. I had taken a few courses, sat in a few enrolled agent classes, but truly never finished them with the IRS because the CPR business was blowing the hell up. Like
Okay.
seriously, offices across the U.S., the whole nine. And so I remembered what I learned, I retained what I learned, and I utilized what I learned, and I became my own first client. And then I
Mm.
did that for like 5, 6 years. I did it for 5 years, and then I
On
got the
yourself.
huh
On yourself.
on myself for 5 years.
Oh, hold on. You did your own taxes
Mhm.
under exploration of preparation of taxes for
Mhm.
5 straight years before your courage, after God gave you the revelation already. He gave you the
Right.
revelation.
Already, right? So the biggest thing about anything is overcoming that fear, or either doing it scared. You know what I'm saying? Like
And you're
just
still
do it.
going to do it, even though I'm scared.
Even though I'm scared, I'm going to do it because either way it goes, I'm going to get to the end because it's either a lesson learned. There's no mistakes. It's just a lesson learned
That's right.
towards what I'm trying to achieve. I don't
That's
believe in
right.
mistakes.
Yeah, but people scared of the IRS. What you mean? It is no mistakes. That's not true, Mr. Randolph. Now come
What
on.
what what
Because
is
people scared. I'm not doing nobody taxes. They gonna want money back. They gonna have a this. They gonna have a that. Wait a minute.
it?
Somebody in the audience saying, "Hey, Snookums, that gotta be your mom. They gotta be
No,
your
no,
mom.
I didn't tell my mom because I might use some profanity. So I'll give it to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she might start
That
texting me
might
some
be her."
scripture.
And she say, "Hey, Snookums." Then you got
Oh,
Amina.
that's
Thank
my
you
little
for coming.
sister. That's my little sister. That's
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hi. Thank you for coming, little sis. Monster Matt. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
for
yeah,
coming.
that's Tina.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's my sister.
Then we got somebody else up here, Delandra. You know
Oh,
her
okay, yeah,
too? All
that's
your
my
people here.
midwife. She's my
Huh?
midwife. So if anybody's looking for home health care, a childbirth, that's
Okay.
Delandra's my midwife, and also my high school
Wow.
classmate. Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. You just threw her right on out there. Go ahead, Miss Melinda. You ain't gotta worry about me calling because I ain't having no more. Only thing I'm giving birth to is some ching ching.
Hello,
That's about it. But
I'm with
that's
you.
just brilliant. That's amazing. What I like is how you answered to the call. That's how I feel it. You need to write a book because you answered to God's call. You really did. And it took you from one place in a dark place,
Yeah,
and it just elevated you, Randolph, and it just took you to a place that you had no idea you were going.
totally. Yeah, definitely. But the powder keg to all of that, real talk though, Miss Doc, for real. I was on a felony probation in drug court. I
Come on,
wasn't
tell
even,
the
I
story.
wasn't even supposed to leave the state of Georgia, right? But I got an invite to go on a cruise, right? And that was my first time. You already know. I mean, I spent thousands in states, never went nowhere, walking around 285, all the whole nine. And
Mhm.
to actually be on that boat and to look out on the water and to see the moon reflecting off the water and to see these various places that God had created.
I
I
got
was like,
chills.
this is it right here. Like, dude, like whatever I need to do legitimately, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm.
To fulfill what I desire.
My,
And
my,
what I
my.
would like to also share with my loved ones as well in the process. Like I got it, like this is it right here. Like, man, I've been asleep the whole time. So I
Yeah.
mean, it was that moment there that was like, boom, it was birth right there.
Mm.
Like straight up. Yeah. Yeah, that did it for me. I was like,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that was. But the vision board is everything. If you don't have a vision board, you missing it. You missing it.
Yeah, and I go to vision boards twice a year. I
Right.
go twice. I kind of check in the middle of the year to see
Okay.
how to check my progress. And
Right.
then I go again at December. Then when I
Now,
get my taxes,
so let's talk taxes, right? So,
I'm gonna talk taxes. Tell the people. Tell the people.
so
So
taxes
now
is.
wait a minute. Let's add it. Let's add this up. Let's do a recap for those who
Mhm.
just joining us. Everybody, this is Randolph. Randolph has a tax business. I met him when I got here to Atlanta, Georgia. Randolph disclosed tonight that he's a person in recovery for how long now?
7.5 years.
7.5 years, and he has overcome substance abuse problems, and he is living beyond his dreams right now. And he believes that it's not, God's not finished with him yet. He grew up in the church. Pays homage to his mom and his family. He's a family orientated. He disclosed that he was married twice, you know, and there's a little baby after 14 years. Ooh, he got gold, he got guts, he got guts. Let me tell you, right? Somebody said, give God your vision, no boards necessary. Ooh, I like that one. Miss
Well,
Mapp
but
said
hold
that.
on, I got something to say to that
Oh,
though.
but if it ain't written,
Write the vision and make it plain.
it's
Write
gotta
the
be,
vision and
must
make it
be written.
plain, right?
I would
Because
like to tell her there's something about that ink. See,
oh,
when that pen hits the paper,
it's real.
I'm just trying to tell you,
It's
it's
real
magic.
then. It's real then.
And you can give it to God, and he already know, and you are giving it to him. She's
Hmm.
right. You can give him your vision, but it's power in the writing.
Oh, for sure.
You and I want to tell her this. You know how the brain learns? Do you know, Randolph?
Do I know how the brain learns?
How does the brain learn?
I don't know. I want to say auditory. I'm not sure. I want to say through words, vibration.
Reading, and then when I say this, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, reading,
Okay.
writing, and repeating.
Audible, man. So you say the best for last. I'm telling you, right? You got to speak it, man. Let there be
Reading,
light.
writing, and repeating. Why do they read the literature? Why we read the same literature over and over
Over
for
and over.
25?
But they had to
Things,
write it down first, right?
and then you internalize it, and then you start manifesting.
Period.
That's what happened to you on that boat.
I
You
like
had
that.
that first vision came on that boat.
Man, it was so real. It
I
was so
believe you. It's a serene place. That was a place you never been before.
never.
It was in a place, a serene moment. It was a serene moment. We call it a spiritual awakening took place on
It's
that
for
boat for you.
awakening, man. Seriously. Seriously.
And
Yes.
look at you now. How old are you?
I'll be 42 in a couple of months, May 24th.
42 years young. Get off of
Mhm.
him. I told y'all, leave him alone, leave him alone, leave him alone. Listen, somebody saying best friend, best friend. Somebody on your name, best friend, saying I love it. Must be my BFF. I do have quite a few best people in my life. Hi, thank you for coming, BFF. I see you. It's the spell. And oh, they said it's the spell. It's a spell when you write in it in the ink,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
paper. Spelling it, and they say, they talking smack in the chat right there. I'm telling you, that's what they say.
It's okay. It's
That's
okay. It's
good
all
stuff.
good.
That's good stuff. We need to hear all of that. We love your comments. Please click like and share, invite someone, and please don't forget to come back next Thursday night because you're going to be blown away. Kelly Rowland's father is going to be on, and she said she would call in. You think she's going to call? I think she's going to
Yeah,
be
she
over
gonna
his
call.
house for dinner.
I know she gonna call.
I know. She's a woman of her word. Listen, thank you, Evangelist Coney is on. Thank you, Amina, for joining. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate all of your support for throughout the years, a month, or however long you've been. Please go to my YouTube channel and click like and share and subscribe. Please subscribe. Become one of my 100,000 YouTuber that I have, or my 21,000 Instagram followers. Um, what else you got for us? Tell us about this tax stuff.
All right, so taxes, right?
How you get me all that money back? Because you did that thing. Well, I have businesses and stuff, so you hooked me up.
Right, right. Well, for one, you know, people expect you to turn water to wine. What I mean by that is people either pay no taxes or very little taxes and
Mm-hmm.
expect to get a nice return back, and that's not quite how it works. You know, it's like if you put in little, you're probably going to owe at the end of the year, depending on how much
Mm-hmm.
that you make.
But you know how to
Even
offset that,
with
though. You got tricks.
right, I do. There are tricks, and then there are hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it's not really necessarily tricks. It's
Mhm.
credits that are available that
Mhm.
that pertain to each individual situation, right? So
Mhm.
every client is different. So based on those on each particular client, I am able to use various credits that are applicable to their situation.
Mhm.
Again, though, that's based on if you pay taxes and how much taxes that you paid back. A lot of
Mhm.
times, if you got dependents, then well, the IRS has changed a lot of things after the whole COVID because a lot of fraudulent, a lot of money was misappropriated. Just keeping it real. So a lot of
Yeah.
the kids tax credits were decreased from years.
Mhm.
Uh, like non-charitable donations, tithes, and offerings and things like that don't yield as much as a return as they did in years back.
Okay.
So with a lot of clients, it's more or less if you if you don't have a business, if you have a W-2 and you have a business, that's how I was able to do what I did for you because
Mhm.
you had a good W
Yeah, take
two.
them right on off. Get that thing like ding, ding,
You,
ding, ding.
right. You have businesses with expenses, a legitimate business with expenses,
Mhm.
and then as well as a few dependent. So
Mhm.
again, there are a lot of variables to consider. So I like to save my clients as much money as possible, but I can only work with what you got. So
Well,
that's
you
just pretty much
welcomed
how that
me.
goes.
That was a nice, warm welcome into Atlanta because I had just moved here. I was going broke. I needed it. I just left a bad situation, and you was right on time, buddy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah, for
appreciate
sure, for
you.
sure.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Thank
So
you.
what advice would you have for tax season? How should people properly prepare for tax seasons? I know one person says they look at their pay stubs and they don't even know what people are taking out. Like if they're paying into taxes. One person said, I didn't pay enough taxes. What are some of the things
Right.
they should do? Like, what can you give them some tips?
Well, I don't have enough time to give all those tips. Just to keep it really simple,
Mm,
if you're not taking any taxes out on your checks every 2 weeks, that's permissible to do. I would encourage you to do that no more than 5 to 6 months, because if you do it for the entire year, when you file at the end of the year, you're going to owe anywhere. It just depends on how much that you make. You're going to owe. So
because
you
I like
want
bringing
to
my
play
money
the,
home, though.
huh?
I like bringing my money home, most of my money home
Well,
at the
well,
end
the
of
thing
every
is,
week.
then you would like to pay your taxes at least 6 months in the year, and then if you want to pocket the other 6 months to balance it out, that would be the most effective way to stack your chips up, for a choice of better words. Um,
Thank you for sharing,
yeah, that would be the one.
Celestine.
Number two.
Thank you. Thank you all. Shout out to Randy. Okay, here we go again. Shout out to Randy, Brick sister, Kiara. Loves you, your siblings. They everywhere. You got people like H&R Block, buddy.
Oh
They
man,
all
yeah, yeah. But I mean, with taxes, I mean, like I said, with the classes, the enlisted enroll agent class that I did through the IRS, that I didn't take the test in. That's when
Mhm.
I went through hours of tax laws, hours of codes, things of the nature, what you can do, what you can't do, so on and so forth. And then I just, like I said, I applied that to myself and my sister for 5 years. I know that I didn't audit, nothing was taxed. I was, never even questioned by the IRS. And from there, I said, well, let me offer my service to the community. That was
Nice.
that. It's that simple. So
Awesome.
I follow those same guidelines that I did on myself for my clients. So yeah.
Nice.
And then in
Well, that
addition,
was
I give a $50 referral fee. you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. I think I referred a couple of people. Where my bread at?
I
I
don't know.
don't
They
think
ain't
they.
called my phone. I promise you
I
that.
don't think they. I don't think the one person. I don't think she worked out. It's
Okay,
okay. She
that's
was.
cool.
She was one, like you
Oh yeah,
said, one
yeah,
of the
yeah,
little.
yeah, yeah. That's right. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Right.
that was one of those situations where they want you to turn water into wine, and it's like, man, I can't do that.
Don't be
I
talking
can't do
about my
that.
sister. That was my sister. Now wait a minute. Hold on. Now
I didn't
hold
even
on.
say nothing. You said that. I just said that was one of those clients. You put an
I
address
know.
on it.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. So now, so let me ask this, and this will be my final question. We're gonna wrap it up, so I can
Mhm.
download it and put it on Instagram. And don't forget to text me your Instagram so that I could tag you in it.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
when it comes to living beyond your dreams, and I mean, there's these feelings that we get right now, like where are you in that space? Because I recently heard you speak and I played it for a group of people, special
Mm.
people. I can't
Um,
say anything about them because of HIPAA laws and things like that, but and then just it blew my mind. I was like, that's him. He's about to be on my show. Wait a minute.
funny. You're funny.
I'm so serious. The things that you said was amazing. It was
you know.
amazing. You
Thanks.
are 42 years old of recovery with
Mhm.
multiple streams of income in the Atlanta, Georgia area.
Mhm.
Who would have ever thought? Give us this feeling. You gotta have this. Like I got chills just thinking about your story on that water, that spiritual awakening, and then
Oh
how
yeah.
all of the I am, and then the person that told you that's what these were, and you
Right.
didn't just sit on that. Some people will be like,
Right.
well, yeah, maybe, you didn't do that.
Right.
You didn't do that. You soared with it forward.
Yeah. It's a saying by Carl Jung: "One who looks outside dreams, and one who looks inward is awakened." Right. So the whole
Mm.
process that you and I share this recovery on a daily basis, it forces me to look within. Um,
That's right.
for so as far as like, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to even wrap into words. It's
Mhm.
really hard for me to wrap into words, and I'm trying not to get choked up because it's almost like if you've been where we've been and you've made it through what we've made it through, and you made it out alive with all your wits. It's like you have this mentality that there's nothing that I can't accomplish.
Mhm.
There's nothing that I can't accomplish because we've walked through the valleys of the shadow of death, like fearing nothing at all, like fearing nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. So when I remind myself of moments when I stood in front of judges where and they say zero bond, and you got to sit back down and you don't know what your fate looking like. Every morning when I wake up today and I have the privilege of freedom to make choices and decisions to better my life, I capitalize off every moment, of every opportunity that is legitimate, that can take me to where I want to go.
My God.
And in the process of that, I run that by my network. Randolph Map Jr. ain't by himself. It's a
Mhm.
team of brothers, it's a team of sisters, along with prayer and meditation that I bounce ideas off of, and then I make decisions. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, it takes a family, a village to raise a child. I mean, that's still true to me today. I mean,
Mhm.
if it wasn't for my network, God in my network, and that includes family and all those who, they know who they are. Like I wouldn't be here. So,
Wow.
it's not just me. It's a host of people. It's my, like I said,
Yeah.
my network, my family, my brothers, my wife, like my daughter, who my relationship isn't rosy with. Even that drives me to do what I do. So, maybe one day when that light goes off, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to. I'm still doing what I've been doing, being consistent. So, when that opportunity shows up, it's like, hey, okay, I've always been here. I'm just waiting. I just been waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I hope that answered the question. I kind of just kind of like went.
Man, did it. You answered the question and some. I'm so grateful for you.
I like it.
Your willingness and your vulnerability to my audience. Well, you heard it right here on Bring It to the Table. He dropped the bomb. That one thing you said was, even the relationship I had with my daughter, y'all heard that it ain't peaches and cream. It
Yeah.
ain't where he wanted to be. But guess what?
All right.
He's hopeful. He is not giving up. He is resilient. He is a stallion. He is, oh my God, magnificent. Don't get me started. I can pick out a whole bunch of adverbs. I'm a little bit smart. That's what they tell me. Let me tell you something. You heard it right here. Anything that you overcome, conquer, or survive, you can bring it to the table with your girl off the Doc B. She's in the building, dropping jewels with Randolph tonight. Let me tell you, he was on fire. So, Randolph, we are going to end it on this note.
Thank
I
you.
want a solo tonight. Give me one of them songs you got. I know
No,
you
no,
got
no. I
something.
don't sing. No, I don't sing. I
What
make
you do?
music.
You make the music. Give me some of them beats. You give me some of them
I'm a
beats. You just
musician.
left that studio. You just left that studio. Give me some of them beats you got. What you got?
Oh man. Oh
I
man.
can
You
sing. You
go.
want me to sing? I can sing.
Oh man, it's in a whole nother room, and I'm in another room right now, and then
All right, I'm messing with you. I'm just
yeah,
messing
the
with you. I'm
delay and
messing.
everything, man. Yeah, but I'll
I'm
send you
messing
some
with you.
records though, for real.
Listen, I want you to tune in next week.
For
Call
sure.
in, type it in, do whatever it is, because we are looking forward to Kelly Rowland's phone call next week.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying blessings. Thank you so much in the audience. Thank you all for joining. It's a heck of a lineup this month. Please do not forget. We got Christopher Lovett coming on. We got TED Talk special. A guy that from my hometown, Philadelphia. Meet Will Latif Little. He doing big things. He did a TED Talks about communication through innovation. You don't want to miss it. That is Monday, May the 1st. Then we got, oh my God, we got some heavy hitters coming. Let me tell you. We're gonna drop the bomb. Then we got Motown's Wally Ali. He's coming on the 25th. Then we have singer and songwriter Azamir Beloved. Don't want to miss her. She's going to do a Mother's Day special that week. Oh boy, let me tell you. And then we have on the 18th, we have the vocalist Karima Bilal. She's coming on, right? And we have tonight, let me tell you, folks, tonight he kicked off our spring fling. Brother Randolph gave it up. He broke us off something lovely, did he not? So thank you all for joining. Do you have any last words for the audience? Any last words?
Oh man, now thank you all for supporting Doc B and her vision and everything that she has going. And thank you all for all those that came and supported me as well, man. This is my first time, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
All right. So, with that being said, it's your girl off the Doc B. She is leaving the building now, and we will see you all on Monday, May the 1st. You don't want to miss it. Latif Will Little, he's coming on. He'll tell you his story. He did 10 years, came home, and blew up. Check his
Mm.
Instagram. Check his Instagram. All right. Good night, folks. Hold on one second. Good night. Good night. Good night. Peace. 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 Love y'all.